Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and this is 15 Moon Lee films that need the deluxe Blu-ray treatment. I absolutely love Moon Lee and I believe that she, along with many femme fatale greats, left the film industry far too quick. There's nothing better, honestly, than sitting down and watching this firecracker kick some ass, and that's why I wanted to get this list out for you. I know there are many titles of hers that are available on Blu-ray already from other countries such as Hong Kong, France and the US, but I still think that these titles need the Blu-ray treatment, the Deluxe Edition Blu-ray treatment that we're getting here in the UK. At number 15 is the highly underrated and classic Avenging Quartet, also known as Avenging Angels and Tomb Raiders. Made in 1993, the film was directed by Stanley Su Wing with action by Lam Moon Hwa. It stars Moon Lee, Cynthia Khan, Yukari Oshima, Michiko Nishiwaki, Wes Lee, Chin Garlock, James Ha, Hung San Nam, Lee Soo Kei and Mark Keen, and absolutely deserves the Blu-ray treatment. At number 14, it is the martial arts action adventure Mission of Justice from 1991. Written and directed by Tony Liu with action by Yuen Bo, the film stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Carrie Ng, Tommy Wong, Betty Mack, Chan Lo, Mark Houghton, Gary Daniels, Sophia Crawford and Anthony Cho. At number 13, we have another Tony Liu movie with Angel Terminators 2, made in 1993. Produced and directed by Tony Liu with action by Yuen Bo once again, the film stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Sybil Hu, Jason Pai Pao, Lo Lit, Carol Wong, Sophia Crawford, Bruce Fontaine, Mark Keen and Lee Ho Kwan. At number 12, it's the fun martial arts comedy Beauty Investigators from 1993. Directed by Lee Chiu Nam with action by Jackson Ng, the film stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Sophia Crawford, Melvin Wong, Billy Ching, Peter Yang, Billy Chow, Chung Fat, Shum Wai, Tai Bo and Jack Wong. At number 11, it is one of my favourite Moon Lee and Yukari Oshima action comedies, and that is The Big Deal from 1992. Directed once again by Tony Liu with action by Yoon Chung Yan, who also co-stars. The film stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Tommy Wong, Yuen Hwa, Sybil Hu, Isabel Chow, Wu Fong, Gabriel Wong, Sophia Crawford, Jack Wong and John Wakefield. At number 10 is the fantastic New Kids in Town from 1990, previously released in the UK as New Killers in Town. Produced and directed by Lau Gar Young, who also handles the action along with Lau Gar Leung, who is one of the film's main stars. The movie stars Moon Lee, Lau Gar Leung, Chen Su Ho, Dixon Lee, Carol Wong, Eddie Maher, Sophia Crawford, Chung Kwok Lung and Andy Cheng. At number 9, it is the brilliant Serious Shock Yes Madam from 1993. Also known as Death Triangle and Yes Madam 1992, the film is directed by Albert Lai with action by Fung Hak On, who also pops up throughout. The movie stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Cynthia Khan, Lauren Sung, Wes Lee, Carol Wong, Ku Feng, Eric Chang, Lee Soo Kei, Danny Choi, Benny Lai and Billy Ching. At number 8, it is the Hard as Nails Killer Angels from 1989. Produced and directed once again by Tony Liu, who also appears in the film. The action this time is handled by Choi Fat and stars Moon Lee, Gordon Liu, Leung Gar Yan, Kingdom Yuen, Ng Man Tat, Xing Fuan, Mark Houghton, Wayne Archer and Takajo Fujimi. At number 7, it is one of my favourite Moon Lee films, and that is Nocturnal Demon from 1990. This film is absolutely bonkers and is also known as Enter the Lady Kickboxer. Directed by Ricky Lau with action by Cho Wing, who also stars as the psychotic killer. The film stars Moon Lee, Alfred Chung, Billy Lau, Yuen Hwa, Corey Yuen Kwai, Teddy Yip, Richard Ng, Chin Soo Ho and Meng Hoi, among many others. At number 6 is one of my all-time favourite Godfrey Ho movies, and that is Princess Madam from 1989. Directed by Godfrey Ho with action by Douglas Kung, the film stars Moon Lee, Sharon Young Pampan, Michiko Nishiwaki, Yu Hua, Kenneth Chang, James Ha, Mark Houghton, Steve Tartaglia and Mike Abbott. At number 5 I have the great Kickboxers Tears from 1992. Produced by Lee Yuk-hing and directed by Sam Dak-wai, the action is handled by Soo Tak-fu, who spent a lot of the years on Sammo Hung's team and also cameos as Billy Choi's trainer in the film. The movie stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Mark Cheng, Wilson Lam, Leung Eun, Gabrielle Wong, Ricky Lau, Billy Choi, Ken Lo and Shim Wai. At number 4 it is the fantastic Devil Hunters from 1989, and while I do have this movie on Blu-ray from Spectrum Films in France, I still feel that it really needs the ultimate release in a deluxe edition. Directed by Tony Liu with action once again by Choi Fat, the movie stars Moon Lee, Ray Loi, Sybil Hu, Alex Mann, Francis Ng, Lau Su-ming, Michael Chan Wai-man and Ken Lo. At number 3 is the incredible Fatal Termination from 1990, just announced by US indie label Error 4444 that it's going to be part of their Blu-ray collection in 2023, which is fantastic. I just hope that someday we also get a deluxe edition here in the UK pretty soon. Directed by Andrew Kam and produced by Philip Ko, who also stars throughout, the movie stars Moon Lee, Ray Loi, Simon Yam, Robin Shou, Michael Moy, Ridley Choi, Chung Kwok Lung, Mike Abbott and Paul Wong, who also handles the film's action scenes. At number 2 is the fantastic Dreaming the Reality, another Tony Liu and Choi Fat movie that just blows my mind every time I see it. Made in 1991 and produced by Choi Fat, the film is directed by Tony Liu with action by Leung Sang and Fan Ching Hung. It stars Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Eddie Ko, Sybil Hu, Ben Lam, Lee Ho Kwan, Anthony Cho and Fan Ching Hung. So before we hit number 1, I just wanted to mention a few other Moon Lee titles that I believe deserve some love and hopefully the Blu-ray treatment. Martial arts fantasy Revenge of Angel, action film Angel Force, the fantastic Bury Me High from director Choi Soo-ming, action thriller Mission of Condor, the kick-ass Secret Police, the brilliant Inspector Wears Skirts 4, and the action-packed Angels Project. Of course, now that brings us to number 1, and I think you all know what it's going to be. For me, I've had to pull this together as a trilogy, and that is the Iron Angels movies. For me, the ultimate in femme fatale, girls with guns genres of Hong Kong cinema. They are fan-friggin-tastic. I just adore these movies. Started production in 1987, with the first sequel coming out in 1988 and the third in 1989. Each of them have something incredible. Part 1 for me is definitely the most polished, the most finely tuned, and it just has the best cast throughout it. Part 2 takes the action to a whole new level, and Part 3 goes a little wild and a little James Bond in its adventures, but still has a lot to offer, especially that incredible fight scene when Moon Lee takes on an army of men with a pair of nunchucks. Also known as Angels and Midnight Angels across North America, the films were produced and directed by Teresa Wu. The action was handled by Tony Leung and Yun Tak, Dan Tak Wing and Stanley Tong, who also co-directed most of the movies. The movies star Moon Lee, Yukari Oshima, Elaine Loi, Alex Fong, Saijo Hideki, Huang Zhangli, David Chang, Nathan Chan, Yun Tak, Ralph Chan and the late Panaritikrai, who appears in Part 3. So for me, these are the ultimate Moon Lee titles, absolutely. I mean, there's so much comes from this lady and she is just incredible, an underrated queen of action cinema. But for the Iron Angels trilogy, I feel that if 88 Films puts that out there as a deluxe edition set, much like the Tiger Cage set, they will sell like hotcakes. They will sell out in no time at all, because I think this is definitely a collection of movies that we all want to see restored and put out on the shelves. So please comment below, let me know if your top 5 Moon Lee movies match my top 5 Moon Lee movies, even your top 15 if you want. Regardless, I just hope that we start to get some of her titles here soon in the UK and Ireland. I think it's a section of Hong Kong cinema that we are totally lacking in, and it definitely needs to be fixed. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and thank you once again for supporting Invincible Asia. I'll be back soon with another top 15, but also there's plenty of other stuff there that you can binge on the channel until I get my ass in gear.